Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel. Today I'm going to share with all of you guys on this Rasta Team G-Shock. There's something special about this specific model or this specific release compared to other Rasta colorway G-Shock that is out there, especially the ones that we got today. Let's go to the year 1994, somewhere on here. Here it is, the year 1994. And all the way to the month of July, which is up here. Here it is. So Casio actually states some description for this model, which is this guy over here. Look at that. This is the DW-6600B-1JF Show No Reggae Team model, which equals or literally means the first reggae team G-Shock that had ever released in G-Shock lineup. And that is totally true. I mean, they released a bunch of them actually. All of them in the same year. Look at that. Month of July. This one is AW56, DW, and more DW in other colorway. But everything was released at the same time as the first reggae team G-Shock. And if you look back in history, like before 1994, we did have a lot of G-Shocks in blue, in brown, in black, and yellow, and all those colorway, but no team at all. They're just colors. And the first series and the first team that Casio decided to add in the G-Shock lineup is the Rasta color, and I figure that is because of the strong history of this culture, and that's aligned very well with G-Shock watch main design idea, which is toughness. This model was released with a retail price of only 12,000 yen, which is pretty cheap in my opinion. Even today, this one I'm holding now is in a used condition, so you'll see a lot of used marks. I mean, you gotta see that coming, considering that this model is already like 23 years old up to date, so still looking fine by the way. Okay, from the sides, we're gonna have a look at standard stainless steel screws and buttons. Both sides go the same. This model features a design that is pretty popular today among newer collector, which is the DW-6900 series. At the bezel on this model, you can see that crack going on, and if you actually feel it or hold it on your hand, you can feel it feels sticky. So this is an early sign that your G-Shock is rotting or it's gonna get destroyed. And you could already see a lot of glossy finish somewhere around here, there. So that is sort of like an oily thing. I'm not sure what the thing is, but I'm speculating those are the what I call the water seal or the silicone gel, something around that give this watch 200-meter water resistance back in the old days. I mean, 200 meters water resistant in a plastic watch. Just think about it. And in the year 1994, at only 12,000 yen, how else they are able to add those amazing tech in a cheap model, low-cost model? I mean, how else? Add a bunch of oil in them and get a 200-meter resistance right away. Easy. But that's just my speculation. Move on from there and have a look on the watch face. Red color, yellow color on these writings, and green colorway on both of the sides. The writings on the faceplate have some orange, blue colorway writings on here for water 20 bar or 200-meter water resistance. Every other writings is in white, and foxfire writings over here, indicating that this model has those foxfire electroluminescence, which is very bright. Check this one out. Look at that. The EL is so bright that it makes the time display faded. Look at that. You are barely able to tell the time due to how bright the backlighting is. But when you close it up, and there it is, you can see it right away. All the display on here, I'm not sure this just apply to mine or what, but this is not totally black. This is a black display. Look at that. This one over here, more like a brownish type of display. And I have a bunch of G-Shock over here, which I'm gonna add at the background to make this frame a lot better, not too plain. Because just so you know, I have a bunch of Master of G model, but in my opinion, this type of model, this color theme, this simple model, is a watch that I would recommend if you already have all this. And sometimes we just want to go light. Sometimes we just want to stay comfortable, like I'm wearing right now. Even though this one have a lot of functions, this guy over here is very lightweight. It's very comfortable. something that's very easy to impress all your fellow collector friends or vintage lovers. I mean, just to match with your outfits. I mean, this thing is very heavy hitters over here, but there are days that you just gonna go and keep it cool, and this is the watch that you should be putting on wrist, since this is still a very rare piece to be found out there, especially in a great condition. Anyway, looking at the watch band, we have three color over here: red, yellow, and green, representing the Rasta team as gain. Everything was based on a black band and bezel model. Looking at the watch band again, we have nothing else. I also have a lot of scratch because this one is in a used condition, no more printing, no other design. And on top here we have three color again in red, yellow, and green, writings here protection, which is for G-Shock over there. So this watch is fully protected. I'm referring to this module inside there is fully protected. This is the most interesting part about this model, is that the tri-color or three colorway, the band keeper over here. This is very interesting, and I like this type of band keeper. Very unique, very different, and very straight to the point of this release. And I believe I already covered a lot of G-Shock that have this green, yellow, and red band keeper on the channel before, and I already mentioned so many times that I like these things. I mean, very cool, very simple, but very unique. I mean, it makes the watch pop very great on your wrist when you wear this. Anyway, we have a look at, so we're gonna have a Casio Japan sign buckle, and if you look at the back plate, I believe this watch is also made in Japan. This one is used, so it's pretty hard to show or to see the details. It's very detailed, very small engraving, and here it is. Casio and 1199 engraving over there in this square window. DW-6600B stainless steel backplate over here, 4 screws to lock them down, and water resistant writing over here. Everything arced very well, just circle in shape, nicely done, and shock resistant of course with Japan M writing over there. So fully made in Japan G-Shock, indicating the high quality of this model. Look at that. Some code over here at the tip of the watch band. Nothing else. That's about it on this profile, the shape, the build design on this model. And again, the only thing that makes this watch very good looking is the colorway. Very vibrant, and it fits very well though, to the black base. And you know what, let me put it on wrist. Oh, and by the way, just in case you guys haven't noticed, I also add the tricolor on this model as well. This is just a basic list, but it fits very nicely to the watch face. Look at that, fits very nice, even though this is not a Rasta color. It looks good though, in my opinion. And let me put it over here, and here it is. It is very lightweight, very comfortable G-Shock, except this one over here is already rotten. I probably need to swap the bezel on here to standard current list models instead, and just just be done. I believe there's it, because the color is just black and it's very easy to replace, since the bezel of this type of profile is very easy to get as well. And since the watch band is still looking great in my case, so I just need to replace the bezel, and I believe I'll be done, and it's still gonna look brand new. People gonna hardly notice the difference. And yeah, look at that, very nice, very vibrant. And if you are aiming to impress your fellow collectors friend, this is a watch to go, and it's very hard to get though. And if you look at the function as well, this one have a very nice one as well. You have a huge display with no instruction at all, except we have these animations going on in the middle. Most G-Shock have this for to make it fun to look at, to stare at when you're bored. So this is a nice thing to have in your watch as well. Date and time in there, no calendar setting at all. And you could swap the time to 12-hour or 24-hour time format, indicating with this tiny thing over here. Let me zoom in a little so you guys can see it better. This is a flash indicator, and we're gonna have alarm and signal indicator on or off and on there as well, which is pretty neat. First mode, we're gonna have look at single alarm, of course with signal, and then countdown timer all the way to seconds. And then we're gonna have a look at stopwatch, maximum to 24 hours, and with count-in timer. Let's start this thing. And you also could set a target time as well, which I already did. Look at that target appear. I believe I've set it up to 3 seconds. Now there it is. Reach the target time, it will beep and flash at the same time as well. And then keep continue. You can split time, standard thing. which is pretty neat to be used as a sport watch at the gym and all that. And I believe this is just good enough if you want to use this for daily wear. And I believe this is also one of the reasons why Casio are able to issue this to the US military back in the 90s, I believe, because of this guy have a lot of those needed features at a low cost and still reliable models compared to other brand that was produced at that era. But anyway, I believe that is all that I have to share on these models. I hope you guys found this video a little bit useful, informative, and entertaining as well for your future reference. Leave a like if it does help you with your future purchase, and also subscribe to see more contents like this in the future. I have a bunch more Rasta Color Team G-Shock coming up on the channel, so stay tuned. And also thank you guys, thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock channel, and out.